Hello, everybody. Hello. Thanks for coming, everybody. We're gonna get started. Hopefully, you guys are gonna get some good pitches tonight. Being part of a volunteer with the Tech Map or a co-founder, you get awesome things. So one of the things we're doing today is we're gonna have a new MC. I guess you guys are probably tired of seeing my face anyways. So let me help you welcome Lisa. She's gonna be the one guiding you through the event tonight.
Thank you. Good to see you guys. Let's do it. That's very sweet. I don't feel like I've just gotten thrown to the wolves. All right. A little bit of housekeeping. Some of you guys have been here before. If you haven't been here before, let's see, some hands. Awesome. That's great. Welcome. I know you're going to love it. If you'll make sure your cell phones are on silent or off, that would be great. Go ahead and do that right now. If you need to use a restroom, outside to the right is the ladies and the left men. If you park downstairs in the garage, you can see Ashley, I believe, for $5 parking. Also, we need to be out of here by 9 p.m. 9 p.m. So we're going to go pretty quickly, and I hope you guys have enough time to ask questions and get answers and all that good stuff. And we can network downstairs afterward, right, Johan?
Correct.
All right. I think I covered the housekeeping. So welcome. We're going to have a few people come up and say a couple words, our sponsors. And I just want to mention a few, even if they're not here. Drujo Promo,
Yeah, they're not here.
that's okay. And also the Austin Phoenix. I'm sure you guys have heard about that awesome magazine, and Kelly Holt. And also thanks to Thai Kitchen, they provided the awesome, amazing food that you guys have been nibbling on. And then I think we have someone here from Ram Law Firm who wants to come up and say a couple of words, and then we'll keep moving on.
Hi, thank you so much, appreciate it. Hi, my name's RC from WMOCA. I'm an attorney with Ram Law Firm. We work with a lot with startup technology companies, intellectual property, financing rounds, all of that kind of work. And happy to be a sponsor. Thank you so much for having us.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you. All right. Also, do we have someone here from Texas State? Yes? Yeah. And then thank you for being here, and come on up and say a couple of words, and we'll have Tech Pines if you're here, and Funding Post.
Hi, my name is Dick Johnson. I'm the Assistant Director for Technology, Texas State Small Business Development Center. But I'm not going to tell you about our program tonight. What I would like to talk to you about is a program that is being brought to Austin that we are co-sponsoring. It's the National SBIR STTR Conference, and it's going to be held at the AT&T Center November 11th through the 13th. If you're interested, I have some flyers. There are also some flyers out there. There are 20 agencies that are going to be represented, and you will have an opportunity to learn about SBIR. If you're looking for funding through the federal government, which is non-dilutive, this is a conference that you may want to attend. Again, my name is Dick Johnson. I have flyers here, and November 11th through the 13th, SBIR conference.
Thank you. And do we have a representative of Tech Pines here tonight? No, but thank you to them, one of our sponsors. And also Profile Portraits.
Hi.
Awesome, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Okay, hi, my name is Eric Wilson. My business is Profile Portraits. If you're looking to personal branding, as far as LinkedIn, business branding, or if you're doing any kind of concept branding, talk to me. You can find your photos. You'll see me up here shooting. You can find your photos. It's a short URL. It's ph8.us. If you're looking for anything like a profile photo or something like that, that's what I'm kind of putting together for you guys. Again, it's ph8.us, and that's all. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for taking photos for us. And how about Funding Post? Do you have a rep here?
Yes.
Funding Post. How are you? Good.
Duo in the Southwest. I'm sorry, I have to ask, is that felt?
Well, it is now. As we all know, being an entrepreneur, you must be quick on your feet and make lasting impressions. So we're here to make an announcement for an event that we're having, the W Hotel. It's going to be next Thursday, the 23rd. On behalf of fundingpost.com, we bring entrepreneurs together with investors. We've hosted over 300 events over the last 13 years. And this next Thursday, October 23rd, we'll be at the W Hotel, an investor roundtable. And my business partner, Casey Minshew, has brought together several active angels, venture capitalists, and incubators to come and offer details into what they're looking for in startups. And this is my wife, Colby.
Hi, y'all. That was loud. The cost for the event next week is $45, but for all of you here, he's going to give you the website, log on, put a promo code in that's called, or it says Get Funded, right? Okay, making sure. And it knocks off $10, so your cost would be $35.
Thank you so much. And yes, once again, go to fundingpost.com, bring entrepreneurs together with investors. It's going to be 2 to 5:30. Thank you guys for having us.
Sounds good, thank you.
So we're having a drawing. So we collecting people's business cards. We're giving away. Funding Post is giving away a ticket tonight for their event. So that's one of the benefits coming here. You only win if you get your business cards there, so we can draw it. And we'll also be giving away some T-shirts from Spiegel. I think they got about 30 shirts, different sizes. And then we have some from TechMap as well. We're gonna draw one of that. And Kimberly from Startup Grind, if she can come up, she can mention a little bit about Startup Grind.
Hi everybody, I'm Kim and I'm the chapter director here for Startup Grind. And we have our second meeting, we're relaunching in Austin in this very room tomorrow night at 6:30. Our featured speaker is going to be Rick Orr, who was with Tapped Out. Now he has a new startup called Real Savvy. So we're gonna have plenty of food, networking, and we'd love to invite you out.
Sounds good, thank you. And we've got another awesome sponsor, pitchdeals.com. Here's Johan.
So I'll briefly talk about Pitch Deals, guys. I'm the founder for the Tech Map and Pitch Deals. It's one of the things that I'm actually working on. I'm ready to take it to the next level, so I'm probably going to be getting a co-working space here in Capital Factory. But what Pitch Deals is bringing bargaining online for restaurants, getting your discount at the place you want to go eat, at the time you want to go eat, at a good deal price. So we're launching probably in December. If you guys want to sign up to pitchdeals.com, and once we actually get the beta out, you guys will get information once we get out there. Thank you.
Sounds awesome, thank you. All right, like I said, I was kind of thrown to the wolves, but you guys aren't wolves, so that's nice. So Johan's gonna help me out if I forget anything, so forgive me. But for now, for those of you who haven't been here before and are wondering, what are those little dots all over my name tag or my neighbor's name tag? So we have a little legend here. So if you see a red dot, or you have a red dot, you're a developer or designer. Green, investor, and blue, entrepreneur, and yellow, media or marketing or some other aspect of that industry, okay? And as Johan said to you, he founded TechMap with his lovely wife. And I am gonna start helping these guys out with some writing, copywriting, and marketing and so forth. So you'll probably see my face here and there more often. If you wanna sign up to pitch, go to the TechMap website and sign up. Did you say we had 2 more spots for next month?
Yes.
Yes. Looks like 2 more spots for next month. If you guys are interested or know someone, send them over to the website and follow us on Twitter. Just go over to thetechmap.com and check us out.
How many events?
Oh, we do have next co-founder meeting. Don't forget, tell your friends, November 10th, right here, 6:30. ATX party Friday, December 5th, 7 p.m. Not sure where that one's going to be yet, but be on the lookout for that. And again, these are all of our awesome sponsors. Thank you so much to them. And if you want to become a sponsor, check out the website, thetechmap.com, or email us, team@thetechmap.com, and we can tell you all about it. If you haven't been here before, just let me give you a little brief on how we do this. So we have our presenters come up, we'll have 5-minute presentations, and then we'll allow about a 4-minute Q&A so you guys can ask questions. And then we'll keep moving through all of our presenters. And then after the presentation, as I said, we need to be out of here at 9 o'clock. And there'll be time downstairs, right, Johan, for more networking and connecting and exchanging contact information and so forth. So downstairs at the bar. Again, 2 more spots for next month. So sign up if you'd like to, or tell your other entrepreneur friends. Are we good, John? Did I forget anything?
No,
go ahead.
Just, we want to, this is the presenters?
Yeah, so for tonight we have, our first presenter is Spiegel, and we have Sadiq Momin. Hi, Sadiq.
Okay, guys, before Momin comes to the front, are you guys ready to hear some pitches? Because you guys are quiet, come on.
It should be this.
Up on your feet, life knocks you to the ground. But it's not the end, don't know my friend, cause this is what I found, yeah. We all got something to believe in, worth achieving if we just look down inside. Cause a better day will come our way if we don't give up the fight. And keep on keeping on, keep on going strong. There ain't no procrastination until we reach our destination. Keep on keeping on, keep on going strong. So get on your feet and take it, cause I know we're gonna make it, yeah.
Bravo.
Thank you. Hi guys, so let's wake up. My name is Saika Momin, and this is Sadiq Momin. And we're from University of Houston. I know we probably have a lot of haters here because it's UT City. And we are not married or related. It's a very common name. I'm founding something. Yes. You can meet us after, I'll tell you the story. So there's a problem. We can't say everything on social media, right? We tend to filter out our thoughts, or some of us are just afraid of being judged. It's not even about saying things like it is, or hey, I'm gonna say what I want. It's just simply about we can't say everything. Personal issues, political issues, the list goes on. So we made a solution, a platform where users can speak their minds anonymously. It's simple, it's anonymous, and of course it's free, and we call it Spiegel. Of course we have our competitors. I know some of you guys were thinking this, and they're Whisper, Secret, and Yik Yak. Unlike our competitors, we do not require the whole pictures in the background. We are not friend-based, we are not location-based, and we are not campus-based. We feel that Spiegel is the least possible way for bullying to occur. And I think we are the anonymous app. The funny thing is, when I did come up with an idea, it was in my room, and it was like one of those, light bulb epiphany moments. And I did search up for my competitors. At the moment, it was just Whisper, but then later Secret popped up, Yik Yak popped up, and my heart was just crushing and crushing and crushing, but I kept going. So this is the sample market size, as you can see up there. It's from Twitter. Every day when we search up, I want to vent, but I want to rant, but we get these results every single day. So you can see there's a lot of tweets going out. People do want a space to this day, even when our competitors out to, vent, and we have no character limit, and I think that's the most important part of speaking your mind, because you just kind of want to go on sometimes, right?
So since we've been out about 3 months, 12, 13 weeks, we've had about 6,100 downloads. From that, it's mostly Android users. That's because we got free publicity from Android Authority, and from that, 70% active users. So we are very excited to announce a new feature. Drum roll, please. Just kidding. Okay, so the new feature is called Drop. So what this going to allow users to do is literally drop these posts at specific locations, and you're going to be able to actually select the radius of increments of 50, 100, 150, 200 to 500 yards. So as you can see here, my co-founder, who's like 12 years old, thought this would be really funny to put up. Trying my best to squeeze my butt cheeks together so I don't let out this massive fart, but it won't last for long. So only people in this building can see this post or within that radius, or even if someone comes 2 days later can see this. They'll get a, ding, you have a drop in this area. We're very excited about this. You'll see this in about 2 weeks, I'll say. So we're currently raising seed funds to market, obviously to get a user base, and we're actually seeking a developer to join our team. And you can reach me on psychomoment@speakolab.com. That's my first and last name, and Angel on Twitter, obviously. And speak your mind today by downloading Speakle. Thank you.
There's free t-shirts that are going to be passed out. Just see, where's the guy?
Does anybody have any questions?
Just see one of the faculty members.
Awesome, thank you. I think we're going to incorporate that into the drawing. Anybody have questions for these two awesome people? Questions about Speakle? Yes?
How are you going to make money?
How are you going to make money? So with apps these days, not a lot of people sell them anymore for $1 or $2.99, so it's free. So we're going to do native ads like Twitter, Instagram. They're not going to be annoying for the user, so it's going to look like a post, so you can just keep scrolling past it. And yeah, we're going to do that when we get a large user base, because we don't want to bombard users with ads right away. Sounds good, yes?
Any legal obligations if people are confessing, if it's honestly confessing, having broken into a car, killing somebody, having an affair, having a prenup, they can do that stuff if they're being
Wow. That's a good question. That's a really good question. So the way we did, we do have terms of use and privacy policy, and so in the terms of use, we do have it written where if it is a criminal act, let's say if someone's threatening, the national security of the state, something like that, we can turn over the information to the authorities. And so there is kind of like a safety built into that. And then let's just say, the community themselves can flag posts, and after a certain amount of flags that are met, that post is automatically removed from the feed. So there's kind of like a safety feature built into that. So.
All right. Any other questions? Yes?
Related to that, how much can you actually identify users? Do you know exactly who the people are? Because obviously they're anonymous to everybody on the network, but are they anonymous to you?
So in order to sign up, we require email. And so the reason we require email is just to link you, because you can keep track of your posts. So if you go back into your app, what you're seeing is basically your post history and stuff like that. So in case of that, yeah, we can see your email. But I mean, you can always make up whatever kind of email you want, and then.
Yeah, if you feel really uncomfortable using your email, just use your middle school one, hotstuff@yahoo.com, And we are looking into a future update to letting the email part go, or just retrieving your Google Apple one. But honestly, that's not even for us. It's simply about you logging into your iPad or your phone messed up and you have a spare phone. Because our competitors, one of them have the unique device ID, so you can only use that app on your phone, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. You got my email address, hotstuff88. No more question?
Yeah, how are you guys getting users? Like, what's your strategy? That's a tough one.
So, yeah, like I said, we did barely ton advertising. It was literally just us kind of going door to door, friends and family. We have a really large community. They're really supportive. We did sample size Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube ads. They kind of helped a little. We got free publicity from some articles, which was helpful, but I think we will be reaching the top soon in the next 2 to 3 months, hopefully. So you'll maybe see us on top charts. We gotta have confidence, right? Sounds good. One more question? Anybody? More questions? One more. How many users? 6,100.
So 6,100 as of now. No, actually 6,100
downloads. Out of those, about 4,500 are active users. So.
Thank you, guys. And tell us one more time exactly what you're looking for tonight.
Oh, we are looking for someone to join our team, a developer, and of course, the money is important. Give me that moolah, baby. So investors. Just kidding.
All right, round of applause for Speakful.
For everybody that's presenting, this is being live cast and also recorded. So if the investors are not here, they'll see you there, or you guys can copy and send it to somebody you pitch.
What?
Yes.
I knew that.
Hello. All right, second presenter, Futureware, Raymond. Are you Raymond?
I am.
Welcome.
Hello, how do you do? This is my second time presenting. I was here about a year and a half ago, and I was pitching my video compression story, $2 billion market. Everybody's going to get fabulously rich. Well, I'm still poor. So I did a pivot, and I decided to focus on this very narrow market of $800 million. The concept is that I'm going to go after a niche market that actually plays into existing compression engines. So I no longer have to build the distribution channels, I have to build out the display infrastructure. So, I want to leverage, existing as much as possible. So this is the problem. I've got a bunch of vendors that are selling a product that is standards-based, and they all play into exactly the same platform. The market has grown mature over the last 10 years, and all of these guys have the same product with the same features and a compression ratio within about 1%, one from the other. This creates a situation where their customers are looking under a microscope to find some kind of differentiation between them to select the winner. So it's really just a crapshoot. It's throwing dice. There's no advantage, one vendor over another. What we propose to do is add a product differentiation. I propose to take the human visual model out of my great compression algorithm and butch it into existing compression. And it turns out that the result is that the image is 15% clearer than the image from the existing compression. So the compression vendor that buys my product immediately differentiates himself from the field. He has a 15% advantage over all the other players. The reason this works, the same reason my compression works, is that I built a human visual model that is three-dimensional. The conventional two-dimensional model correlates the video. It takes the difference between frames, and the resulting difference has no theory under which it can be compressed. So of all the bands that are represented in that video, I have to choose the quantizer, the human sensitivity, that is the least value. With my algorithm, the ZPEG algorithm, we look at the sensitivity of each band individually and tailor it to the sensitivity of the human eye. This gives us much better compression, and when used as a pre-filter, it pre-filters the information that the motion estimation-based, the older algorithms cannot leverage. So the advantage is that I've already removed what you can't see before the compression activity takes place. And this has empirically given us a 15% advantage. 4 of the vendors in this field have already chosen our company for evaluation and have dedicated an engineer to perform that evaluation. So this is a testimonial to the idea, if not the product. We are in the process of trying to close a sale, and that will put us in the position for my ask, which is, who has green dots? Come talk to me. We're building an organization, it's becoming mature, and we are quickly reaching the point where we're ready for funding. Thank you.
Hang on, there are any questions. Questions, yes.
How does it compete with Hyper?
What's the question?
Silicon Valley. The fake company that does video compression, Silicon Valley. Yeah. Okay.
Some of us didn't get it.
Yes, and we also have dramatically broken the theoretical limits.
Question over here.
You said it was 15% better, is that like for given quality, you get 15% lower bandwidth?
That's correct, yes.
More questions? Yes, sir.
Who developed the algorithm?
I'm sorry?
Who developed the algorithm?
It came to me in a flash of insight during my PhD thesis.
Questions? Yes.
Do you own any intellectual property on this? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, are you qualified to ask that question? Is that a green button? Yes, I have several patents granted and several in process.
Yes.
Does it affect? Sorry, I don't really understand. Does it affect the streaming nature of video and like what kind of bandwidth I need to watch something?
I have the world's coolest story for you. But what I'm going to sell you today, what I'm going to sell my customers today, is a system that improves their compression, that reduces the bandwidth by a small amount, enough to get them the sale. Once we have built credibility and demonstrated the superiority of this philosophy, we now want to go after the whole market. And that has bandwidth transmission implications, not only reducing the bandwidth, but removing the stalling, the rebuffering, and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff will just go away. But that's video of the future. Video of today, 15%, make the sale, sign the contract.
All right. More questions for future wear?
All right, thank you all very much.
Thank you. We're going to take a short little break for a drawing. I see the Grandmaster return to figure out what he's doing. I think we're going to draw for t-shirts and or the ticket for the event. Funding post. All right, so I wanted to clarify for everyone, are we drawing for the free event ticket or t-shirt or free event ticket? Funding post. Funding post. Free. Do you all have your business cards in? Should we get someone else to grab, or is it okay if I go? Dustin, Maxie, Loophole, I love that. Loophole. Dustin, where are you?
I'm right here. I bent the corner. I can't believe that worked.
You did. I see that. I'm playing with it right now. Awesome.
Oh, sure. So this was on my ploy to get up here and talk for a second, actually. That worked really well. My buddy Ben and I are with a company called Loophole, and we're not pitching here tonight or anything, but it's a product that we developed, and it's sitting right out there in the hallway. The purpose of it is to collect surveys in less than 1 second. So we've loaned it to this event. Please let them know what you think of the event. It takes literally 1 second to give your feedback. You can answer one question or multiple questions and be on your merry way. And we are here just looking to get to know people, looking to network, talk to investors, iOS developers, or anybody who's. Yes, website is Loophole. That's LUPOLL.com. It's crafted like that. So thank you guys very much for all doing it, and appreciate the event ticket. I'll get you. Okay. Awesome.
Thanks. Congrats. All right, sorry, here we go, hot lease.
Okay, so let's get started. My name's Ross Roundtree. I'm founder of hotlease.com. Hotlease is a lead generator and an aggregator of lease or rental providers of pretty much any category. So for a quick snippet, sort of building the kayak with leasing or renting anything. So if you can lease it or you can rent it, I want you to post it on Holly's. And when we get enough content, of course, if you can lease it or rent it, I want the consumer to go there to search for it. Anywhere from hosting solutions to vehicles to planes to stand-up paddle boarding on Lady Bird Lake. There's nothing too high-tech or too expensive or anything too low-tech or too inexpensive. I've got the site built a little bit ago. The thing that we're working on is that I couldn't believe it, and every time I talk to someone, they go, this isn't being done. And I say, no, this is not. There's no new aggregator of leasing or renting anything that I have found. There's off-lease equipment sites that, like machine equipment and construction equipment that's off-lease stuff that's used, but I'm trying to build the go-to site that you can go to shop, you know, and everybody uses this tagline that's aggregate other markets, like Shop One and Done. So trying to create that for what I would consider almost an uncappable market. We're probably going to start out focusing on vehicle leasing. That's my lifetime background experience. I'm internet sales manager at Lexus of Austin. We'll also focus on office equipment and construction equipment to start. But the site can take anybody that comes on board and wants to create an account and start posting in their certain category. Or if there's a category we don't have, we'll create equipment. The product offering, I'm still sort of...
Speak up a little.
Sorry, the product offering, we're probably going to start a post for free, join a post for free. We'll probably keep all of the features unlimited for a while, but then as we start to scale a little bit, we'll tweak back some of the standard listings and have an upgrade model or a premium model. I've got some enterprise clients that we've already been talking to, Aaron's Rents, Rent-A-Center, Dell Financial for posting computer leases and stuff like that, and then a bunch of large car chain guys, AutoNation, Group One, Penske Automotive, some of those guys. I've got the site built. I built the site via Odesk in India, but the main reason I'm talking to you guys here is I'm ready to build the launch site. And the site that I currently have, it's not technically sound. It was designed to sort of prove the model, show it to some potential clients, show the SEO, which is working extremely well, but it's not the blast off site. So I'm looking for a CTO, looking for some partners, and of course looking for an investor as well. The SEO results are, I mean, it's not a secret, but it is sort of the secret sauce. There's such a melting pot of content that comes in, and everything that's posted is posted by make and model. So if you're looking for a 2015 BMW 550, or if you're looking for a Dell XPS, or if you're looking for whatever make and model, if you are researching and just searching by make and model, a lot of the sample content that's on the site comes up on the first page of Google, natural search results, not paid. And a lot of them you can actually click on it without even putting in the word lease or rent. If you put in the word lease or rent, it's there on the first page of Google for sure. But we're actually also grabbing people that aren't thinking of leasing or renting, so Hobbies could potentially convert a purchaser into a leaser. Oh, that's all. There's the potential clients that we've already talked to. Nothing is inked, of course. If something was inked, I'd probably be funded, but we're working on that actively to close a contract with one of these guys, and then hopefully parlay that into getting the other guys on board. Aaron's at Rent-A-Center, very competitive, sort of like Walgreens and CVS, and I'm working and playing both of them almost the same rate. So if I close one of them, I'll probably get the other eventually. And then the automotive group stores are pretty much the same way. If they see one of those guys jump in, very good chance the other 2, 3, and 4 will jump in as well. I believe that's done. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Any question?
Do you see opportunities to leverage the data as you're aggregating everything, pricing?
Well, of course. Oh, yeah. The data is key. Of which, number one, the data is key for content to get the eyeballs, and then start harvesting and mining and using that data for sales data, for pricing engines, for all sorts of stuff.
Awesome. I saw his eyes get really big when he asked that, and I think she had a question, and then you next.
Yeah, I was wondering about damages and contracts. Are you handling that?
No,
or are
no.
you passing that
That's
on?
one of the beauties of hot lease, in my opinion, at least at the level I'm wanting to start it off at, is the simplicity of hot lease. We're talking about lead generation for now, and that's it. I mean, I know like HomeAway started out lead generation and then turned into transactional on the site.
Right.
We'll maybe evolve to that at some point, but right now, no. I want to help you find who wants to lease or rent, what you want to lease or rent, pass off the lead for now, and there'll be some other ancillary products and services we can offer and go into, but no, it's pretty much turn over the lead and then buyer beware as far as who you're looking to do business with.
Thank you. Have we got another question here? Was that your question?
I was asking something similar, but I guess I have another one. Are you going to target also sort of these already aggregator sites of not of personal things, sort of the sharing economy as opposed to the bigger?
Yes. Oh, yeah. There could be some joint ventures to get some content going. So if there's a small niche market that's got something, I mean, if they can really fit into leasing or renting it, I'd want to get their content on there as well.
But you don't want to be the general personal sharing economy aggregator. You want to be the aggregator of the other people with contracts already.
Yes, I believe that's
One more question, or actually we have time for more questions, but yes, sir.
Yeah, what's your, are you taking the caveat emptor approach? Craigslist, obviously a lot of scammers. Are you gonna attempt to filter out by your pricing or any other methods? Or are you just gonna let it be Wild West?
For people posting?
Yes.
Oh, no, we will, there will be, I mean, there's everyone needs to be verified before they're allowed to post. So no, it's not just anybody post anything, no. There will be a validation and some type of, right now it's me reviewing who it is and what they are and what they're posting, but eventually that will be automated and verified.
Did you have a question, sir? Go ahead.
Is there a location-based aspect to it, or am I going to get leases for BMWs in Florida?
No, thank you.
What, Seattle?
Thank you, I forgot to mention that. No, there's geo IP lookup, so the site is designed when you come in from day one to the homepage, it's going to show you local lease offers first, and then you can simply put whatever you want to search for or pull down the categories. But yeah, it's designed, that's sort of the self-distributed lease provider, especially these large chains. I mean, they've got their corporate site, but if there's an Aaron's Rents in Bastrop and someone's in Bastrop searching for whatever an Aaron's Rents has or a Rent-A-Center or whoever, then it's going to drive them to that store first.
All right, any more questions? Yes.
Have you considered conversion to a sale? If the lead is being generated from your site, can it go the other direction if the leaseor is happy with the product?
Well, the simple answer to that would be the model is definitely set up for an affiliate program, but it really depends on the lease provider and what their offer is. But if you're like Panasonic and you've got a phone system that's last year's model and your financial services provider wants to put a lease on it, there's 5,000 of them, by all means we can take that and run with it, and if we convert it, and then yeah, give them a commission. Right. But that'll
probably a niche.
Yeah, but there's a lot of that could come into play for sure.
Neat. Any more questions? Question, and tell us, are you looking for all the dots?
Pretty much, yeah. Marketing, investor, and CTO. Right now, I'm a one-man show. I've been doing this for about 1.5 years. I've actually courted and dated about 4 potential CTOs, and 3 of them from these events. But maybe I've just been the unlucky one, but they've gotten some amazing job offers right as we're about to dig in. And I've lost them 3 times. So I'm ready to find the one, and someone shares the passion.
He's looking for the one.
Looking for the one.
Looking for the one. Are you the dot for him? All right, thank you so much. Sales card.
Show of hands, who has tried to build or has built a website where they were selling 10 or more products? Is there anybody in here? Okay, a couple people. Okay, if you're not technical, you discover it's a lot more complicated than they tell us. Basically, if you take the total e-commerce marketplace and you segment out the really large 1,000 Fortune 1,000 customers, you're left with basically 2 types of solutions. One is a type 1, which we call traditional e-commerce. These are complex all-in-one stores. They have rigid hardwired templates typically. They're difficult to implement in that you really need, for a store owner, in that you really need a team of website designers, or at least a couple, and web programmers. They're not secure because they're vulnerable at a number of levels. They require something called PCI DSS. And typically you, as a store owner, you have to choose your own. You have a choice of a plethora of gateways you have to decide after the fact and hope that everything together is secure. The other type is like an Amazon or eBay, which we call marketplace e-commerce. And in that case, you have, you do have it. It's easier to use. It is more secure, but it's at the expense of advertising an infinite number of competitors to your products. That when the customer comes there, they charge very high payment fees. They often make you follow their own rigid rules and return policies. They limit any kind of unique marketing. They highly discourage you from selling offline. My name is Michael Barber, and this is not right. Skip the slide. My name is Michael Barber. I have about 20 years of experience in e-commerce and created the first script-based shopping cart way back in 1997. I'm here introducing a brand new e-commerce type, which we call contained e-commerce. It allows anybody to sell anything without a website. And basically, the way it does that is, one, it's the first shopping cart in the world that's out of scope for PCI DSS. What that means is that credit card data goes directly from the customer's browser to the payment gateway. It bypasses the web store, the website, the web server, and even the hosting network. And what that means is 100% security for the merchant and for the customer. Their credit card data never goes to the merchant. The second thing, it's 100% in the cloud. And it's free for up to 10 products, allowing you to sell a whole catalog of products from anywhere in less than 15 minutes. In fact, you don't need a website. You can sell directly from a Facebook store, and when you're done with that, you get an instant mobile store. If you want to add it to an existing website, no problem. It takes about 1 minute to add it to any website, design with anything, we don't care, and host it anywhere. And what it's going to also allow is, finally, it's going to allow us to catapult something we call e-commerce verticalization. This thing's going automatically. So this is an example of how someone would use our website. They basically build a website in Facebook, and we only use Facebook because they have an instant mobile store after that they don't need a website for, and they can. They have a marketing social media platform that they can advertise from. And like I said, if they want to add it to an existing website, it's just a couple of cut-and-line pieces of code that they can add it to their website. And it doesn't matter, they can have a $1 WordPress website at GoDaddy, that's fine. Our target market, our products get introduced in 2 phases. The first phase is already introduced, it's already out there. We're targeting micro merchants. Those are companies with less than 10 employees. And we estimate that market to be about 20 million customers. To give you an idea, our first adopter is SIA Corporation. They actually were someone that was a customer previously. They left to go with GoDaddy. They were sold on that traditional e-commerce model. Anybody can do it. And he failed. It was basically way too complicated and difficult for him to use. But it's so easy that he was able to do this all himself. And he now thinks he's going to actually eliminate his website. And then this verticalization, we expect to introduce our phase 2 market, or phase 2 product, and that should double our market size, and we're targeting restaurants as our first thing. That's questions and answers. Basically, this product delivers what you've been advertised to, or advertised for. We're looking for funding. We already got traction, we already got customers, product's done, and we're just actually, no marketing and advertising actually been done yet. These customers just found us. So we're going to start marketing and advertising in the next couple of weeks. Any questions?
First of all, thank you. Awesome presentation, lots of good info. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you went by really quickly. I don't need a merchant, is that what you're saying?
No, you don't need a merchant account. Actually, our end product starts with working with PayPal, but as you move to our first pricing level, it actually comes with a merchant account. For $35 a month, you get the merchant account, you get the payment gateway, you get the shopping cart, you get the merchant account. There's no other, beside the fees of your percentages, The business model is actually, the shopping cart is a loss leader. We just give that away. We want your merchant account, okay? And so that is actually the business model, because as you know, that's where the percentage is. Every time you do a sale, we're gonna get a percentage of your sale.
What's the percentage?
That starts at 2.6, which is below PayPal, and it is below your Squares and all those other things that are actually ripoffs.
Questions? More questions? No? Anything else you want to tell us? All set? Thank you. All right, looks like Coach Tube, Wade, next. Looking for all the dots.
Hello. Hello. Howdy. I'm Wade, founder of CoachTube.com. So CoachTube is really simple. It's just a cloud-based platform to learn anything sports related that you want. So I'm pretty obsessed with like online education. There's probably 50 websites from Coursera, Udemy, Skillshare, Khan Academy. And I was like, why isn't there this for like sports instructional videos? So I'm gonna walk you through it. So as far as, I'll start off with the coach, the problem with the coach. Right now, every coach knows that like the future is online. Okay, so there's no real solution. So what they do is they throw up videos on YouTube, but it's like little clips here and there. They'll try to pay an e-commerce site to create some website that target traffic to. Did you do something to me? Technology. Okay. So as far as for a coach goes, I talk to them all day long. All they want is a place in the cloud where their students, their people brand themselves to be able to visualize and show their content. As far as for parents go, parents will pay anything for their kids to make the team, to be a starter on the team. Everybody wants to go to the next level. So if a kid lives in a small town, they can be coached by the best coach in the world. So it's CoachTube. It's real simple. The product, people can browse and see some of the best coaches in the world. We already have like an all-star cast of coaches, and they can just pay from $0 to $100 to watch like the head coach of Stanford coach your lacrosse kid. And so it's real simple. We're targeting sports early on, which is really going off that market. After that, we'll go business and live coaching too. It's a pretty big space, but it's a pretty big market. You guys get this. People are going online now. As far as it's really simple. Coaches create courses, promote the courses themselves. Students buy them. Coach makes money. This is kind of right now we're doing a 20-80 split. So we give the coach 80% of all the money. Like no coach tells us no. We're like, do you want to sell your stuff on a platform? They're like, yes. So we take 20%. We'll probably eventually take 50-50. That's kind of the trend of online education after they become the marketplace. These are just BS projection numbers, but it makes people excited. Competitor analysis. I didn't bring the main competitor right now. Who has kids? Right now, the main competitor is DVD sales. There's companies like Championship Production, Coach's Choice, who still sell DVDs at camps. So we go to a camp guy, go, hey, put your stuff on our site, and they're like, yes. Right now, coaches are paying $5,000 to $10,000 to get their DVD distributed, and it's like just use us, and they're like yes. So traction right now, we're adding about 15-20 new coaches a week. We haven't even launched yet. I mean, Olympic medalists, NBA, NFL guys. It's really cool. I get to talk to people that as a kid I like idolized on the phone now, and they're convincing me. We haven't even launched yet. We have 14,000 Twitter followers. That's not a Fiverr gig. That's real. So, so the team right now, me, Phil's over here. Elliot should be walking in any minute. There's Elliot. He gets traffic and partnerships. We've got partnerships with like. We just got a partnership with the largest coaching organization in the world. But we have like guys like Pittman, ladies. Look at that. We're really big. So we also have like Mike Vanguard. He's a scout for the 76ers. Lives here in Austin. He's talking to. I don't even know if I can drop names. Fred Micheli and Jay Billis, all those guys about being on our team. Case McCoy is one of our advisors. Ashley Robinson, WNBA. But what we really need is design and development. We're about 4 or 5 weeks away from launch. And don't look at our mobile site right now because we need help technically. So we need design and development. We have a product. It's pretty much 99% complete. We just need some technical help. I've got right now, Sachin works at Oracle during the day, works at Coach Team at night. So he's overwhelmed. So we need somebody to really help us with our mobile experience, with but no time. How many?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, good. I think I have a slide for what I was talking about. Yeah, we need front end, some back end work, UX stuff, mobile. If you love coaching, or if you know like famous people that are coaches, have it in, that's cool too. And we can use money. So, any questions?
Good job. Welcome to the Tech Map Comedy Hour with Ray Ford. Good job. You guys have questions? Yes, over here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who gets to choose?
You're next.
I missed it. Do you have funding or not? Do you have any money?
No, that's just my own money. So.
What kind? And how much you make a year?
I've been paid in 3 years. So if you've ever had andto.com, that's what I spent my last fortune on. Now we're spending on this too. So go ahead. So no funding.
We have a question back here.
Good.
Just really quickly, what do the coaches actually utilize to create their courses, and how do you kind of vet the quality of the courses that go out?
So that's kind of Phil's job. So right now we're targeting content that we want. And we have coaches that come to us. You can put content up without even vetting, but we hide it. So we have an algorithm that we use. We just basically hide it. But we still like it on the site because they use this, a lot of guys use this as their technology platform. So like the largest, if you go to baseballvideos.com, right now, they need a MLS company, they need to deal with them, but right now you go to their site, buy a video, and then they give you a code, and you go to another site that does all the hosting and pay for that. So they like us because we solve that problem for us. So we're basically solving the problem for a lot of coaches who already have content. But how do we vet it? We have advisors that look at it. We just hide it, it's junk. So.
Any more questions? Yeah.
Is it all pre-made content, or do you have live coaching too?
It's like a button, so we'll probably integrate some sort of live video, but right now we're just becoming a marketplace for sports instructional videos. That's all we're focused on. The goal is like to be the app store for coaching videos. So.
More questions? Sounds really cool. One more question back here.
Are you storing all the videos, or you linking YouTube?
Right now, we've got a pro account on Vimeo, but we're looking at, there's so many solutions right now, but they're like $15,000 for like a, so right now, we haven't even officially launched yet, but we are going to, but right now we're just using Vimeo Pro. So, good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I think we have one more drawing. Kimberly with Startup Prime. She can come up here and pull a card, and that's for tomorrow event, guys. Hopefully you guys are excited to come and listen to Rick speak about his event.
Tyler August.
Are you serious?
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Tracy.
Oh, my card's at home. Awesome. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, guys. I guess last but not least, we have one more speaker, right?
We do. Do we have any more housekeeping? No? Good. All right, new friends. Eric, new friends.
Thank you very much. Hello, my name is Eric Romero. I am a former business professor who used to teach leadership and innovation and strategy. I also used to do public speaking all over the world. And a few months ago, I decided to end all that and move out here to Austin to start this project. So one of the reasons why I came up with this is after living in different countries and working in different countries, I came to the conclusion that there's a lot of people who lack social fulfillment. They're not happy because they just don't have quality social connections, unlike the happy people in this picture behind me. There's a lot of reasons for this. and I can point to a whole bunch of data such as divorce rate, substance abuse, and also some other things. But the biggest one that maybe will get your attention the most is the number of people who live alone. In the United States, it's 20% of the US population lives alone. That comes out to 32 million people. In other countries, it's even worse. In Japan, it's 32% of the population that lives alone. In Sweden, it's 47%. So there's a great need for people to have social connections, and that's the whole inspiration behind the app that I'm developing called New Friends. So if we look at this slide, which I did not create, and Einstein did not actually say this, but it went viral a couple of months ago because it reflects the sentiment that a lot of people have about social media. In fact, I would say that it's really antisocial. As you can see in this picture, all these people are together, but they're not really together. They're doing other stuff, they're communicating with other people. So if you look at social media, it's not really living up to its expectations of connecting people as well as it could. So that's one of the things that I noticed. And people have a lot of friends, either online or people that they know that maybe they're not really friends, they're just acquaintances. So I ask you, if you have this many friends on your contact list on whatever social media you prefer, or if you actually know this many people, or many times more this many people, are they actually friends? Can you count on them? Can you hang out with them? Do you like being with them? Could you tell them your deepest, darkest secret? And I think for a lot of people the answer is no, which is why I have the picture of the doggy. There are millions and millions of people in the United States alone. By the way, we're the ones who have the most dogs of any country in the world, is that they're unhappy with their social relationships. They don't have real friends, so they have to go to another species to get their social needs. That's an amazing thing, and that's just dogs. Then there's cats, then there's ferrets, then there's gerbils, then there's all this other stuff. So I thought there's got to be something better. There's got to be a way for people to really connect and make real friends. So that's where this idea came from, to come up with this app. And my idea was it should be easier, because I'm an introvert. I don't like spending a lot of time getting to know thousands of people in person. So I wanted something that was easier, and an app would be the way to go about it for me. And so if the way I thought about it was it should be easy like Netflix. Netflix gets to know you. And after a while, it proposes videos that I never would have found, but I really, really like. What if an app can do the same thing for people? Instead of me going to networking events and to bars with people vomiting all over each other, you know, I don't got time for this kind of nonsense. I want easy. So hey, the other guy, they said he was funny, I'm gonna go for that too. So, it's a lot easier. It gets to know you. It doesn't get to know you the same way Netflix does, and I can't go into details due to the 1 minute guy. This guy just told me to shut up. But it gets to know you, and it gives quality matches. Instead of you having to search like with WhatsApp or some of these other location-based friend apps where you have to do a whole bunch of work, it finds people for you and suggests them to you just like Netflix. So it's easier, it's faster, and you don't even have to create another profile like Facebook, which takes a really long time. And Facebook actually prevents you from meeting new people. The same thing with LinkedIn. And so that's the whole purpose of this concept. Not Netflix. The model, business model, almost forgot. Business model, how to make money. It's a free app at first, just like WhatsApp, and then it transitions into a paid app. And the last part, the third way that we make money is that when people are getting to know each other, suggestions are made as to what activity you should use to meet. So let's say we both are interested in jumping out of airplanes for some strange reason. Oh, we put a suggestion from one of our advertisers to jump out of airplanes. Or if you'd like to go play mini golf for some strange reason, we got that one too for you. So whatever your interests are that we've extracted, we can pull into that. So it's 3 different ways to make money. This is the website, this is my smiley face, and I'm looking for all this stuff. Questions? Comments? Things you'd like to talk about?
Let's hear it. 4. We have a Wi-Fi with Dave and Eric.
didn't think I was going to give you the secret sauce, baby. Come on now. But I'll give you a hint. It's a combination. It's a composite algorithm that looks at not only your existing social media accounts. So it looks at that, but then it also looks at your online behavior, and then it also looks at your previous yes or no. So for example, if you look at the previous one, when you find somebody, this guy, did you notice that his light bulb goes on and off? Isn't that cool? See? So if you look at here the pass or chat, that means after a while it has a similar methodology to what Netflix does, which is just based on what you like and what you don't like. So a combination of those three.
More questions?
Yes. In the back, in black, the man in black.
Will physically attractive women, will it be easier for them to make new friends than it is for guys?
How far are you along? One person asked how far are you along. I'm at the really, really low end. I have a website that has a little bit more description, and I have somebody that I'm going to meet. I think he's the one tomorrow. He's a really special developer who taught himself, which I really appreciate. Despite the fact that I have a PhD, he doesn't have any kind of college degree, and I really, really like that. So that's where I'm at right now.
Right.
So that's why I need everything.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, sorry.
Knowing the nature of the human condition, we look at other websites like Couchsurfing, for example, or Chat Roulette. How do you kind of keep the positive, friend spirit of the website over time, as opposed to it devolving into something, that
Like
you
a
like
Tinder?
Yeah, how do you?
Okay.
I think the key component is that you're giving solid matches to help people choose good friends, real friends. I think that's the core thing. It's not meant to be something that you chat on all day. It's the opposite. In fact, the idea is for people to actually meet as soon as possible so that they can explore the possibility of becoming friends. New friends.
Any more questions?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, guys, we are all finished up. Thank you so much. Thank you to the presenters and our sponsors. If you guys, excuse me, guys. Hello. If you guys would be so kind as to clean up after yourselves, we gotta do a little housekeeping before we get out of here.
One more thing I wanted to say. We're gonna do the drawing for this, but it's actually some shirts in the front if you guys want to take one. They're actually giving this away, so you guys can mark it and wear their shirts. So if any of you want to be a sponsor for next or pitch, come see me and I'll give you more information about that as well. And have a good time and network. Time to network and meet others now, guys.